Wang and Shen were completely unaware that the cameras had already begun zooming in on them, and before we dive into what was captured in that unexpected moment, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss stories like this one that has the entire internet shaking. What unfolded during the awarding ceremony tonight felt less like a public event and more like a glimpse into a private world they thought no one could see, an exchange so subtle yet so powerful that fans around the world have not stopped replaying the clip. It all began the moment Dylan entered the hall. His presence immediately shifted the energy in the room, tall, poised, and effortlessly charismatic in the fitted black suit that accentuated his confident stride. Cameras clicked everywhere, fans gasped, and the red carpet lit up like fireworks. But even amidst all this noise, the only moment where Dylan's expression truly changed was when his eyes landed on someone standing a few meters away, Shen. She arrived earlier, stunning in a soft champagne-colored gown that shimmered under the lights as if the entire hall was glowing just for her. The dress hugged her lightly, simple yet radiant, the type of elegance that doesn't scream for attention but naturally receives it. Shen wasn't looking around for anyone, she was adjusting her dress, fixing the tiny curls near her temple, unaware that Dylan had spotted her. But the camera caught it, the exact second his expression softened, the slight lift at the corner of his lips, the warmth that washed over his usually reserved gaze. That was the start of the moment everyone is now talking about. As the ceremony progressed, the two stars were seated in the same row, separated by only a few seats. At first, they avoided turning toward each other. Or perhaps they tried not to make it obvious. But the cameras, always hungry for a story, zoomed in at just the right times, capturing the fleeting glances, the shy smiles, the subtle shifts in posture that betrayed emotions neither could hide. During one portion of the event, the presenter cracked a light-hearted joke about on-screen couples who accidentally turn into real couples, and the entire hall erupted in laughter. But what the audience didn't see was the secretive exchange between Dylan and Shen caught by a small camera angle near the front stage. Shen lowered her head and tried not to laugh too loudly, while Dylan, unable to control himself, looked her way with an expression that could only be described as soft amusement. Their eyes met for a split second, but the electricity in that moment was unmistakable. Every fan who has watched the clip knows it was more than just a glance. As the event went on, the camera captured another moment, subtle, but impossible to ignore. Shen reached down to adjust something near her shoe, and Dylan instinctively leaned slightly forward, as if ready to assist before stopping himself at the last second. It was a reflex, the kind people display only when they deeply care about someone. Fans immediately dissected that clip frame by frame, pointing out the look of concern that washed over Dylan's face before he composed himself again. But the moment that triggered the explosion online happened when the award for Best Youth Drama Impact was announced. Both Dylan and Shen were invited on stage as presenters, since their past work continues to influence viewers even years later. When their names were called, the hall erupted with cheers so loud that both stars paused before making their way toward the stage. As Shen stepped forward, the long trail of her gown got caught slightly behind her heel. It wasn't drastic, but enough to make her movement hesitate. Without thinking twice, Dylan reached out subtly toward her back, gently guiding her forward before she could stumble. It lasted only a fraction of a second, but the cameras caught it perfectly. A single soft touch. A tiny gesture of instinctive protectiveness. And an emotional flash in Shen's eyes that she tried to hide behind a polite smile. Fans lost their minds. Social platforms lit up like wildfire. He didn't even think, he just helped. That was pure instinct, you can't fake that. Dylan still cares about her, confirmed. But there was more. Once they reached the stage, they stood next to each other, holding the award envelope together. Their hands brushed, and Shen quickly moved hers aside, but Dylan didn't pull away instantly. For a brief moment, he looked down at their hands and then at her face, one of those looks that carries years of history, unspoken words, and 1,000 memories behind it. Shen seemed startled, her cheeks visibly warming, but she continued smiling professionally. When they announced the winner together, their voices blended in a way fans hadn't heard in years, instantly reminding everyone of their meteor-era chemistry. The stage lights reflected in Dylan's eyes as he turned slightly toward her after reading the final line, giving her that familiar soft smile. Shen looked straight ahead, trying to stay composed, but the corner of her lips twitched upward. She couldn't stop the smile that wanted to escape. And fans caught it. The clip became the most replayed moment of the night. As they walked off stage, another camera angle caught something the main broadcast missed. Dylan, positioned slightly behind her, kept a respectful distance but remained attentive, watching her steps as if checking she wouldn't trip again. Shen, on the other hand, subtly glanced toward him when she thought no one would notice. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't exaggerated. It was natural, gentle, something real. Later, during the group photo session backstage, the story continued to unfold. Several actors and actresses gathered around, all smiling for the cameras. Shen stood on the right side of the group initially. But one of the staff members asked her to move closer to the middle to balance the shot. Coincidentally, the space near the middle was right beside Dylan. The moment she stepped into place, Dylan shifted slightly, not away, but closer, as if adjusting to her presence. Their arms didn't touch, but the closeness was enough to send fans into another frenzy. Then came the moment that broke the internet. Someone cracked a private joke, one only the people on stage could hear. Instantly, Shen covered her mouth with her hand, laughing softly. Dylan, hearing the same joke, turned toward her reflexively. Their eyes met in the middle of their laughter, and for a second, the world around them disappeared. The camera caught Dylan looking at her with genuine fondness, an expression he never shows publicly unless it slips unintentionally. Fans zoomed in on that clip. Millions of views in hours. Their chemistry was undeniable. Their comfort was undeniable. Their connection was undeniable. But the night wasn't over. During the mid-ceremony break, someone called Shen name from behind, and she turned suddenly, accidentally bumping into the edge of a decorative stand. It wasn't a serious stumble, but enough to cause a small startle. And from meters away, without seeing everything clearly, Dylan immediately turned around. His reaction was instant, almost instinctual. His eyes widened in concern, scanning the area until he confirmed she was okay. He didn't approach her directly, not wanting to draw attention, but the expression on his face showed everything. Concern. Relief. Something deeper that he tried hard to mask. Fans slowed the clip down, and the emotion in his eyes was unmistakable. Even Shen noticed. She glanced at him briefly, meeting his gaze for a single heartbeat. And though she quickly looked away, her expression softened, like someone touched by a gesture they weren't expecting. It was the perfect ending to the night. A night filled with unspoken words, stolen glances, and natural reactions the cameras accidentally revealed. The entire internet has now declared this event a turning point, a moment that brought back the undeniable bond that made millions fall in love with them in the first place. A moment that suggests their connection, whatever it truly is, has never faded. Whether they admit it publicly or not, the world has seen the truth in their eyes. And once something is caught on camera, it can never be unseen.